Welcome back to math. Today we're going to talk about division with a decimal. Division with a decimal. Now we have a problem. Our problem is 329 divided by 6. My question is, what number goes on the inside of the house? Do you remember from yesterday? I hope you're all saying the first number goes on the inside of the house. And you would be correct. And then the 6 goes on the outside. Now we ask ourselves the daddy question, remember? Do you want me to put that? I'm going to put those symbols. Let me just put those symbols over here. Daddy, mommy, sister, brother. Remember? Daddy divide, mommy multiply, sister subtract, and brother bring down. And I want you to keep saying that even when we're doing our problems, okay? So we ask the question, the daddy divide question, which is how many sixes, if we had 6 fingers up, how many 6 fingers do we have in 3 fingers? Well, I hope you said we don't have any. You're right. We only have 3 fingers up, Mr. McGuire, so we put a 0 above the 3. Now we're going to ask the daddy divide question again. How many 6s are in 32? How many 6s are in 32? I hope you're saying it's 5. So we put our 5 up here. Now we're going to do mommy multiply. 6 times 5 is 30. Now we're going to do sister subtract. And 0, we have 2 things. We're going to take 0 things away from it. So that means it's 2. And then 3 minus 3 is a 0. Now I'm not going to put the 0 there because I don't want too many numbers. What am I going to do next? I hope you're saying brother bring down because you are correct. We're going to bring down the 9. So now we ask the question, the daddy divide question, how many 6s are in 29? How many 6s are in 29? And I hope you're saying, well, let's see, Mr. McGuire, there would be 4 6s in 29. So now we're going to do the mommy multiply. 6 times 4 is what? 24. Now we do the sister subtract. We're going to subtract that. Now we have 9 items. We're going to take 4 of them away. How many do we have left? I hope you said 5. 5, that's an excellent answer. Now, to this point, you've been putting remainder 5. And that's what you've been doing in 4th grade. And possibly in 3rd for some of you. But I want to take this and we're going to now move it, rather than a remainder, we're going to put a decimal. Now the decimal just shows that we are going to continue our division problem. We put our decimal and then we put 2 zeros in back of our decimal. And that's as far as we're going to have to go with our division problem. Now what do we do next? We did our sister subtract. Now what do? We do our brother bring down. Now when you have a decimal, I want you to bring the decimal up and put it on the roof of the house. Okay? So now our answer is going to be 54 point something. Let's ask our daddy divide question. How many 6s are in 50? How many 6s are in 50? Well, if you said there's 8 6s in 50, good work. Now we do our mommy multiply. 6 times 8 is what number do we write down there? I hope you said 48. That would be just great. Yeah, I'm rhyming. I have to do it. It's what I do. All right. So can I take Here's my 0. If I have 0 fingers, can I take 8 fingers away from the 0 fingers? No? What do we have to do? I hope you're saying, hey, Mr. McGuire, let's borrow. So let's turn this into a 4, and we're going to make this a 10. Now, if I have 10 fingers up and I take 8 away, how many fingers do I have left? I hope you said you have 2 left, and you would be correct. All right, now what do we do now? I hope you're saying, brother, bring down. We're going to bring this other 0 down, and this is the last time we're going to bring something down, even if we have another number or remainder showing. We're going to ask our daddy divide question. How many 6s are in 20? How many 6s are in 20? Now you might say, well, let's see. Is there 4 6s? No, that's too much. That's 24. So we better go with 3 6s. Now we're going to do our mommy multiply. 6 times 3 is what? I hope you said 6 times 3 is 18. Very good. Now, what do we do now? We do sister subtract. Put our subtraction sign there. Let me change my color again. Can I take 8 away from 0? No, I can't. So what do I have to do? I have to borrow from the 2. I'm going to make this a 1, and then I'm going to make this a 10, right? Now, if we have 10 fingers, and we take 8 of them away, how many do we have left? We have 2. I hope you're saying, hey, Mr. McGuire, I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Because we were left with 2 right here. Now we're left with 2 right here. So what do you think is going to happen? I bet if we had another 0 over there, we don't have to do another 0. I only told you to 2 zeros. And we're going to have another 20. So we're going to have the same answer that's going to occur over and over again. So we know our next number is going to be a 3, and then a 3, and followed by a 3 and a 3. So we could put an infinity sign up above the 3, showing that the rest of the numbers after this one are going to be 3s. So that is how you do your division with a decimal. So remember, you got to continue to do the daddy divide, mommy multiply, sister subtract, brother bring down, and when you get to the decimal, put your decimal and your 2 zeros following it, and then bring your decimal up, and then just act like that decimal's not even there. You're just doing more division problem, okay? I think you guys have it. Watch this again if you need to. And I wish you well. Math is fun.